All
Can I
right.
hang out?
It says it reconnected. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Jesus Christ is right.
Sorry, guys. Can you let us know?
Holy shit! Do you hear that?
Yeah, I have to restart the focus right when that happens. Hello? Check, check.
I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
How we doing?
Did you miss us?
I would
you
really
miss
prefer if you
us?
would be quiet.
Oh, I see. Oh, I get it.
All
Yeah,
right.
we're back.
All right, we're back.
Where's the game?
We're back, but the game is out. One moment, please.
You know, this music has a kind of a quality to it.
Let me,
The soundtrack to your life from now on.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Heard it for a second. Are we back?
Okay.
Game's back?
Yeah, that's good.
All right. Wow, we got sabotaged.
Yeah, I don't know what that was, but we're streaming. We're streaming from America now.
Yeah, you guys feel bad for us because we're in America, right? All right, Joe wins this round. Do we want to do another?
Did? I
Yeah.
thought you beat. Nice.
Let's do another. Let's do another cup.
Okay. What the cup is?
I got the cup.
In the original, they got drunk. They drank the bottle.
Oh yeah, don't they do that sometimes? Oh, did you want to do 100?
Yeah.
All right.
Do bows.
No, I'm not doing bows. I mean, you're doing bows?
Yeah.
Cute. All right. Whoop. Whichever one you want. This
I don't
version.
remember which is which.
I just noticed this version has special cup unlocked.
Oh, do you want to do that instead?
Special cup's really hard. We could try that after this, I guess.
Did we do this one already, or?
Oh, but you know what?
Nah.
This game doesn't have 150C unlocked, so it doesn't remember everything.
Okay.
I was just wondering if it remembered like our old games.
Well, probably not, because we haven't played it in a long time. It's gotta be a really old battery.
Yeah.
I never even thought about this game having one, but yeah, I guess it probably does.
Yeah, it saves how many races you've completed.
Yeah, you unlock stuff just like in all the other games.
Yeah. So it feels like a Mario game on Super Nintendo. Yeah, I think I want to do a Virtual Boy game, and like, I think like my feeling is that I shouldn't make games with different characters. I should make games with Mara, but it's like Mario Golf, you know, where just like every time I want to make a different kind of game, it has Mara in it as the mascot, and it's my killable character, you know? It's mine to kill. I think I want to.
It's like you drive the golf cart, and it's like worse than the Launchpad minigame from DuckTales. It's like you just die driving from one hole to the other. It's like you wind up in the hospital and waste 3 days in a golf and cart accident.
Right. It's kind of like a combination of like a sim game and a golf cart game.
Yeah.
Where like you are now 3 days behind your opponents.
Yeah, the golfing game is like really long. It's like the Glongold.
It's like 2 months long.
Yeah, like you have to like golf your way across Europe to face him in Scotland, and it's like his home turf, so he has automatic advantage.
Oh my god.
And you suck at golf and aren't even a golfer, and he's like a professional guy, but like he has some grudge against you for life for some un-golf related reason.
And he's invented the perfect format to win against you.
This would be a great Virtual Boy game.
This is fantastic.
You know, Nintendo would have exclusive rights to this game. No one else can play it, right? You can't, like, I mean, I don't know if you can use a Nintendo SDK and then like sell the Virtual Boy game that you made for the Virtual Boy on Steam.
Yeah. Oh my god. I think all of this, yeah, no, this has really got me inspired. Just because Nintendo is doing something that, like, look, it's probably like against the law to make a Virtual Boy game. They'll probably sue the shit out of you if you.
That's why you should do it, though.
But what they've done here is just enough to make me dream.
Yeah.
You know, it gave me a thing to think about.
Yeah. Yeah, you could always make another golf game for the Virtual Boy. And it's like, this one's got a twist. And it's like, I don't know what the twist is, but I'm expecting golf. And then it's like, oh wow, this is some weird shit. It's like, it's actually got a great story. It's like when
it's
you
a story game.
It's like when you play Mario Golf for the Game Boy Advance. It's like, what the fuck is this, an RPG? It's really good, but like, why?
Oh my god. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do if I made a sport game. It would have a great story.
Yeah, it's all about the role that you play.
I love this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love it too. I feel like the Virtual Boy, like there's literally a reason to buy the Switch for Virtual Boy games. You need that to play Virtual Boy games. You can't just play it.
Because it's impossible to track down a Virtual Boy. You pay $800 for a Virtual Boy now.
Well, you can't really. Can you emulate that? Can you actually do like 3D glasses emulating that?
Somebody may have simulated the glasses and sold them as like cardboard glasses before. I feel like that seems fairly likely because you've been able to emulate Virtual Boys for quite a while.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I mean, I tried to do it once. I had limited luck with it where I have a 3D TV and I set up an emulation of a Virtual Boy game on the TV, and we tried to split the screen. Remember, we were trying to run a Virtual Boy 3D game on the 3D TV?
Yeah.
But we never quite.
We gave up. That.
Yeah, it almost looked like something though. We got something kind of close. I mean, you know, what would be great is if we could stream it and everybody could put their glasses on and watch.
That would be so cool, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I think the best we're gonna do is be able to hook it up to a TV and be able to watch one of the eyes.
I don't know. I have
That
confidence
wouldn't
in
be
Mike.
so bad, but I feel like the game would have to be really excellent because it doesn't even have the 3D effect.
Sit there with Wario and one eye.
Yeah. He gave us that one eye.
Wah! Wah!
You want I punch your face? Okay.
He punches you in 3D.
It's pretty good, yeah.
My God.
Oh, he's good, yeah.
Oh my God, I'm dying out here. 100 class. Hard.
Oh, Monty Mole's in my face.
Yeah. Oh no. You've got it worse than me.
Yeah, I've gotten 8th place for every single race.
Oh my God.
You know,
Why are you... it's been a long ass time since I played this game. I used to be able to knock out the fucking 100 no problem, but I'm out of practice.
well, Bowser is like the fastest, but also has the worst acceleration.
You have to be able to control him. Like, some people are so good at it. Just turned to dust. I'm dead. Dead.
Yeah, this game is unforgiving. It's only for real racers.
No, I don't think it's worth the effort to stream the real hardware. We're just gonna fix up the Virtual Boy so we can play it. And but I do think it would be awesome to make a game for the Virtual Boy.
The thing is, like, people have like continued working on the Virtual Boy to the point where they like finished a feature that was never implemented. Like they made it so you could actually play multiplayer games. So now they didn't have multiplayer games for the Virtual Boy, but now.
But now.
Yeah, give us your Hitler surprise. How much would it fuck everyone up if you just like released a virtual boy game?
Oh no, it's too gruesome.
But I'll do it. That is the attitude.
That is the attitude we're going into the new Jewish year with. Oh no, it's too gruesome, but I'll do it.
I made that Game Boy game, which was really stupid, but
yeah.
I don't look back at that and thinking like that was a waste of time and money.
You made it.
It was fun.
You made it, and now you've got a game under your belt.
I got a game under my belt, and that's like the whole reason to make any art, that you can make another now.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna learn. You're gonna use everything you learned from your first game.
Yeah. All those experiences are going to help me with my next game.
Yep.
The curse continues.
Yeah, that's how it feels, eh? All
Yeah.
right, well, let's get on this Virtual Boy thing.
I really want that so bad. I know I'm gonna forget about it and not think about it for like a month. But then someone's gonna remind me, and it's gonna be like, oh hell yeah, we gotta make Virtual Boy games.
Maybe you and I could do a Virtual Boy jam.
Oh my god, yeah, we could do a game where you like we could do like a boxing game where you can punch each other.
Well,
like,
I mean, we should host a jam.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
then have make a bunch of fucking Virtual Boy games with all the other developers who are going to get sued and arrested for doing it.
Yes, we'll all get sued and arrested together. They can't get us all. Just like Hitler and all those guys he was arm locked with.
Oh my god.
I mean, they did arrest them all, but
yes.
It's okay. It's not a happy ending. It becomes a fear.
Oh my god. People in the chat are saying they're focusing on how hard the original Mario Kart looks.
It is hard.
Yeah.
It's not as forgiving. I feel like well, also this is 100cc, so I guess that's probably more difficult. The races are a little bit faster.
Yeah, they're harder. Your competition is better. Do you have to learn assembly? No, I don't think so. There's probably like Game Maker, Virtual Boy Game Maker.
Yeah, somebody made a Virtual Boy Studio.
Really?
I don't think it's called that, but yeah, I looked it up and it existed.
Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, we need to get to the bottom of whether this is allowed or not.
I don't think it's allowed. Just pretend it's not allowed if it is allowed.
Okay, well, the thing is that I very recently found out that the Nintendo Switch has supported a mouse this whole time.
The whole time.
The whole time. The whole time.
The whole time.
The whole time.
The whole time.
I could have been putting out my game on mouse, like just mouse on Switch.
Yeah. Could have made mouse practice for Switch.
Let's see what else we can find.
Yeah. You could always use a little mouse practice, no matter how old you get.
Indeed.
I mean, that would just like how Mario Paint is legitimately being used now, mouse practice could be legitimately used now.
Yeah, to make people better at playing video games with the Switch mouse.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, you needed something cutesy and approachable back then to get people to use computers. And it's, you know, it's the same now. I feel like kids know iPad, they don't know mouse.
Yeah, you still need mouse practice now.
It's like, you know, a little less intuitive, but I still use a mouse for drawing. Yeah. I still draw with a mouse.
Yeah, me too, once in a while.
That's great. I love drawing with a mouse.
Yeah, it just feels right, man. You know what I haven't tried in many years is drawing with a tablet.
Oh, you mean like a tablet?
Yeah, not a Cintiq.
Yeah.
I bought my Cintiq, and my first and the one I still use, in 2006. It is still going.
Oh man, that's a dinosaur.
Yeah, it is so old. One of these days it will just stop working, but it hasn't yet.
But what if Mike can fix it?
Yeah, no, he might. He might. I'll just keep that thing going forever.
He might, Rabbit. He might. Well, yeah, I don't know. If he can fix the Virtual Boy, I'm gonna want to play it because I haven't seen that thing in a long time. And
Yeah.
Mario's not the same without it.
No.
You know, it's a great game, but you really need the effect for the full experience.
Yeah, you really do.
And I feel like I've gotten a taste for blood after the GB Studio game.
Yeah.
Now the thrill of making a Virtual Boy game is starting to draw me in.
Well, I feel like, we're both kind of like seeing like, now that we've gotten a little bit of games done, we're like, oh, the hacker aspect of video games is becoming sexier and sexier. I want to break the law and make a game.
Yeah, that's what you need to do. You need to make your game illegally, like the kid in Hebrew school making his game against the law.
Against Jewish law.
I mean, he wasn't making it, but there was a kid in my Hebrew school who brought RPG Maker into the computer lab.
Yeah, and he made a lot of the games that we talk about all the time. He didn't make Kid Pigs. We made things in Kid Pigs at Hebrew school. What's a game made in Hebrew school? We've talked about a few.
A game made in Hebrew school. Let's see. It's got to be a game that like no one asked for. Beetle Adventure Racing. It's perfect. It's beautiful. But nobody asked for it. That was somebody's passion was making that game, and it truly spoke to me. Do you have the lighter?
Oh yeah. That is a great one. Beetle Adventure Racing, made in Hebrew school.
What else was made in Hebrew
What else is made in Hebrew school?
Maybe this game actually. Super Mario Kart might have been made in Hebrew school. Nobody wanted this. The way that they're demanding it now, it wasn't like that.
Oh yeah, no, this right. I'm sure this got made fun of in the time.
This was just a refuculation of F-Zero.
Yeah.
They were like, let's just make this. Haha. They did that with Smash too, didn't they?
What was Smash?
It was supposed to just be like guys fighting. It looked kind of like 3D Street Fighter or like Virtual Fighter.
Like, what if it was Mario?
Yeah, like let's just put Mario in as a joke. Like I don't know if that's exactly what happened, but from my understanding,
it seems that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a fun thing about games that you can't do with any other media. Like, I mean, you can't do it with any like visual media.
I think we're
I mean,
toast.
what was that?
I think we're done with it.
Yeah, we're done. like, there are painters who just paint over their entire painting, but then that painting is not part of the new painting. Whereas like a video game can get changed fundamentally and still be the game underneath.
Yeah.
Like if Mona Lisa started out as like a completely different person, and then he pushed a button and it became Mona Lisa.
Yeah, that's how easy it was. That's what they're teaching in AI school. Well, I was thinking about how, like, what if the you take away Mario Kart and you just have the mini map in the corner. And it's like, what if that was the game? It'd be garbage, but it would be the game, wouldn't it? Because like, you rotate your character and your character rotates, but when you move, it moves 1 pixel every few seconds. It looks bad.
Yeah, it looks bad. Totally.
But it's the same game. So it's really all about the aesthetic and the characters and all that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, absolutely. You got to feel like that guy. You want to be the guy on the screen. I'm Toad.
Yeah, you want to be like the Doom guy who's just like...
Absolutely.
That's me.
If the guy wasn't in the Doom menu screen, nobody would remember that game. Discuss.
I think that it adds a lot. I feel like that was a trope back in the day to do that. I feel like, nowadays I guess your character can look in a mirror and look at themselves. But before that they just had like Jill of the Jungle was there. Like you could see her face, couldn't you?
Like you wanted to see them get bloodier and bloodier and sexier and sexier.
That's true. Part of it was about seeing him get bloodier and more fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, seeing. There's a POV cam.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, if you couldn't see his face, I'm not saying that was a totally original idea, but if you couldn't see his face, if they hadn't done that, nobody would talk about Doom. Nobody would talk about Wolfenstein.
Nobody talk about Wolfenstein. Very unfair to Hitler. Spoiler alert, Hitler's the final boss. Not nice. Not fair and balanced. Oh yeah, the president says that we need to be fair and balanced.
Fair and
now.
balanced. Oh yeah.
Well, I wanted to ask you if you think, because last time we talked about it's like who's the left's Charlie Kirk?
Did we talk about that?
It was a couple weeks ago. It's like we joked John Oliver. That's what you said.
Oh right.
But
I wasn't thinking too hard about it.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Ugh. Oh God, that sucks. Oh, that sucks.
Right? It was him, right?
They targeted him precisely because he is the mirror image. He's the mirror fucking image. Yeah, now there are pro and anti-regime man show guys. Oh my God. All right. Every girl in her life has those moments where they are just told that they are not allowed to be included in the current moment. And they just like sit and brood on that for the rest of their fucking life until they become a witch and get their revenge. When our older brother would have his friends over and they'd all sit there with their ass cracks out on the floor watching the man show together, I was not welcome. Yeah, like just idiots downstairs. It's the man show. That's your guy. That's your guy.
That's not a good show. Like, I never hung out with the men and watched the man show because it's hijacking the brand of men for a really bad show. Not even mediocre, like unwatchable. It's bad, like, right? It's crap.
Oh yeah, no, it's terrible. Nobody
Adam
ever.
Carolla
Adam
and Jimmy
Carolla,
Kimmel
yeah.
are like the two most forgettable fucking guys.
No. Yeah, exactly. Two most forgettable guys. The only thing anyone remembers about that show is the women jumping on trampolines. They get all the.
That's
like,
right.
They occupy your memory. These
That's
guys
right.
don't.
That's true. The women I remember. I actually forgot about them, but that's because nobody's talking about them. Not anymore.
What was the man show? It was just like, it was a really dumb sketch show.
Not anymore.
It was just a really dumb sketch show.
Bad show.
And it was all, the bad show. But because, like, it was all just like, do you know Adam Carolla's sense of humor? I mean, I guess that's pretty fucking 90s too. This guy who's just like, yeah, wait a minute, you tell me to, like, just like a rude little bastard.
A rude little pig. like Alec Baldwin would say. But
Yes.
he was a rude little pig.
He was a rude little pig.
On the show Drawn Together, he played a rude little pig.
Oh, I never saw him on. Wait, which one of them? Adam Carolla or Alec Baldwin?
Adam Carolla.
Oh, okay. I never saw him on Drawn Together. Before the Man Show, well, now we're talking about Adam Carolla. We forgot about Jimmy Kimmel, the person we came here to talk about. Before the Man Show.
Talk about Jimmy! You gotta talk about Jimmy!
We're getting to it. But, like, Adam Carolla was just, like, this guy on Loveline, which was, like, Dr. Drew, which was, like, an entertaining but dry sex advice columnist or therapist. And he would answer people's relationship questions or guide them through their relationship problems. But, that wouldn't make a good show for MTV. So Adam Carolla was sitting there next to him, hearing all of these people's personal problems that Dr. Drew is not going to make fun of, and making fun of them. And being like, wait a minute, are you telling me? Just about fucking everything. It was so unfunny. Well, all right, look, I watched that show a lot. But, like, basically what I'm saying is it's a style of humor that he then brought to the Man Show. And it was like, now it was scripted, so it wasn't even like, it didn't have the spontaneity of Loveline.
Okay. So, like, did Loveline lead to the Man Show?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the predecessor to it. I don't know what Jimmy Kimmel did before the Man Show. I know that after the Man Show, he was like the sidekick in Win Ben Stein's Money. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah, I remember that show.
Where he wasn't funny at all. He was just like the punching bag of Ben Stein.
Okay.
Right?
Wow. I totally don't remember him at all. Did he just, like, occupy space? Because I guess I remember a guy-shaped object that was there.
Well, yeah, he just, like, if you look at his career, that's what he's done. He has occupied the space.
Been the guy.
Yeah, been the guy where, like, the comedy at his level of fame needs a guy to do this thing.
Yeah.
And that's always where he's been. He does the Naughty Boy show on Spike TV or whatever. He does the Comedy Central game show. And then he does late night. I don't know. He probably did some other shit in between. I don't remember what else he did. But he's been doing this late night thing for like 20 plus years, right?
I haven't been following Jimmy Kimmel. I didn't even know he was not Jimmy Fallon for a lot of this time.
He's the same, except Jimmy Fallon was on SNL and he was deeply unfunny. He's the worst one of that whole era, and like he's got that really annoying kiss-up energy. Same guy.
No.
Except I don't think Jimmy Fallon has self-righteous leftist, like self-righteous liberal political opinions, right? I think Jimmy Fallon makes more effort not to offend people. I think Jimmy Kimmel has a little bit of that edge on him.
So Jimmy Fallon was the one that pet Trump.
He pet him?
Yeah.
He pet him?
He pet his hair.
He touched his hair?
Touched his head. Pet him.
What? When?
I don't know, a long time ago.
Oh, okay, before he was president?
Yeah.
Okay. It seems like you would get executed for that if you did that now.
Well, yeah, like why isn't he in trouble?
Why isn't... Well, no, Trump wants to have an excuse to get one over on Jimmy Fallon too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He hates all of them. He wants
No
Seth Meyers.
Jimmys!
Seth Meyers, also a very unfunny SNL guy
Yeah.
who went into late night. Also an enemy of Trump. So like, yeah, no, it's all these like mediocre guys who have lib opinions because they live in Hollywood with all their lib friends.
Yeah.
And I mean, it sounds like Kimmel's willing to put his career on the line. Maybe I don't know if he expected that to happen. Probably not.
Yeah, but like, I was just thinking about how like Howard Stern was also squeezed out of his show. He couldn't be funny anymore because they kept censoring him. It was also a president that was just like against him. George Bush.
Well, yeah, but Howard Stern's like actually funny, or at least he was, and Jimmy Kimmel has never been actually funny.
He's not good. There's no way he could do what Howard did, where he left terrestrial radio to go to uncensored, unregulated by the FCC Sirius. Satellite radio.
No. He didn't.
No one would give a shit. No one would sign up for satellite radio to listen to Jimmy.
Like Conan O'Brien kind of did this, didn't he?
Yeah, he totally used like YouTube and online to fight back against the fact that they gave his show to Jay Leno.
Yeah.
He fought back
by any
way.
by any means necessary. Well, the thing is that Jimmy Kimmel
I fucking called it. I knew Jimmy wasn't gonna get fired.
Oh no. Well, I mean the Jimmy fallout has been that, like, that's so cute. Oh my god. It looks like a Nintendo Switch.
Oh, wow, maybe on purpose.
Maybe they stole that. So like he was reinstated because everyone canceled their Disney accounts over this.
Yeah,
people
4
were
billion
furious.
people.
Yeah. And Disney's market cap dropped, and they brought him back.
Yeah.
And, I listened to a little of Jimmy Kimmel's return today, only like the first couple of minutes. And he started by, I don't know, he was talking about like all of the famous people who wished him well. He was like name dropping all the famous comedians who wished him well.
Here are all the comedians that'll break your legs.
Yeah.
If you threaten me.
Yeah, exactly. And then after that, he's like, and actually some people whose politics I don't agree with reached out to me. I got notes of support from Tucker Carlson, and people are cheering. Like, people are clapping while he's naming all the fucking conservative ghouls who supported him, because of course they did. They rally around their class,
Yeah.
Just like how all of the journalists were scolding people about not taking Charlie Kirk seriously last week because they're afraid of getting shot themselves, What was I saying? I'm going to repack this. Yeah, so what I listened to, I don't know. Look, I'm sure like he's been in a writer's room for a week figuring out how to write like his comeback episode, right?
Yeah.
And it felt like I didn't watch all of it. There's a lot more to watch, but it felt like he was trying to hit all the beats. You know what I mean? It felt like basically he's making a sequel to Star Wars. He's making a new Star Wars movie, and he needs to hit all the beats.
Okay.
That's
yeah.
what a few minutes of that felt like to me. like I didn't look, but I would imagine there's a lot of people right now saying he got everything right. Or he didn't get everything right, but he got so much of it right.
He got a 98 out of 100.
Yeah. No, that's what everyone's doing right now, right? I'm not wrong. I'm definitely not wrong, right? I'm right.
Meredith's right, or else you pay the price. I suppose Meredith's right. The song said so. Yeah. Sorry, what were we talking
Oh,
about?
well, I'm sure I'm going to try and make up what he said after I turned it off. He probably did talk a lot about free speech and how we can't let a right-wing government limit what's permissible on the air. Like, there's no way he didn't go into that part after I turned it off. He's trying to get everyone on his side here. He's trying to get everyone on his side, including Republicans, which I think is the stupidest instinct that libs seem to have had my entire life.
Yeah.
It almost makes me think that they don't believe in their politics at all. Because it almost makes me seem like they're trying to make their entire party Republicans, right? So they can win an election with a Republican, which they've been...
Well, don't forget that Jimmy is employed by Disney. And, despite what they say about, like, your employer and yourself having, like, different opinions, they are using him to push their agenda, right? So,
yeah.
like, they'll cast this entire thing as an attack on free speech, but it's really just a guy losing a job at Disney. They have the right to free speech, too. They don't get to say what is free speech. They don't get, to say Jimmy's show isn't the same as free speech. He can go to satellite radio, but he's not funny because he doesn't believe in his politics, and his politics are comedy.
Right, his politics are comedy. So what Disney has here is a very popular show that they can't cancel. They need to keep Jimmy on the air, or people are going to be mad at them, and they're not willing to commit to that. And I think Disney also doesn't want to, like, cave to the pressure of the government. Disney is practically a government of its own.
Yeah.
Like, they are not going to take this one lying down. So, it's kind of just like some shit that we're watching play out before our eyes that, like, I guess people do have some involvement because they're the ones canceling their accounts and making threats. But, like, basically, this is the only form of democracy that there is.
Right, the consumer revolt.
Yeah.
The people are mad at Walmart or whatever.
This is literally all we have. The big effort of the week was to get Jimmy Kimmel back on the air.
That is your right. That's the First Amendment right. The first, the right of free speech to boycott something.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
everybody has the right to cancel Disney Plus, and they should, because what the fuck are you doing on Disney? What is there to watch?
Some old Disney shit.
Dude, just give me some Patreon so I don't kill myself and instead make a Disney Plus worth of cartoons myself.
A Disney Plus worth of... Wouldn't that be nice? I mean, there's been a lot of people saying that lately. Like, instead of your Disney Plus subscription, why don't you give some of that money to artists you really like? And the thing is, like, lots of people can say that, but that's not going to be a movement. That is, like, 5 million disparate creators and their fans.
Yeah.
And what people are looking for is a new app they can do that with. Like, they don't actually like the ability to detach from these platforms, these streaming platforms, this social media is a years-long project. Like we basically need fucking reconstruction over this.
Yeah.
And there's, like, encouraging people to do one thing or another, even if it is the healthy thing to do. If you're doing it over social media, you're perpetuating this conversation about these things on social media, and, like, how we should feel about these things and how we should react to them. And I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. It makes me feel pretty hopeless, honestly. Like, the thought of people detaching from social media in my lifetime and, like, I don't know, taking any sort of collective action. I think it's, like, too late in this lifetime for that to happen.
Damn it! I'm all the way back here.
No.
I lost a lot of progress, didn't I? Fuck.
Are you gonna keep going, or
What, in life?
are you going to go on? I mean, you know, maybe it's not worth getting into this particular branch of despair. But yeah, no, I mean, like, this is all just a bullshit spectacle we've been watching lately, right?
It is bullshit. It's all just a commercial for Disney, isn't it? They want all this attention because it gives people a reason to think about them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
fuck Jimmy Kimmel, and you know, like, Jimmy Kimmel is not free speech. He's not funny. And wait, I had something else to say. Yeah, just like, nobody over 7 is named Jimmy, right? like what man is Jimmy?
Jimmy Carter was our president.
That's true. Yeah, Jimmy President. Mm-hmm. Jimmy President.
Yeah.
Favorite president.
Yeah, kind of not remembered as the greatest president.
Yeah.
Remembered as a good person.
Okay. But what if Jimmy Kimmel is just remembered as a good person and not a funny comedian?
I mean, probably. I'm just
Jimmy,
like,
the good little boy.
Jimmy, the good little boy. I'm just imagining, right now I had the image in my head of like people walking around Disney World this week wearing Jimmy Kimmel shirts.
Yeah, and it's like, what is like, is there like going to be like a war between like people with anti-Jimmy shirts?
Well, they won't come to Disney World.
Yeah, they'll just boycott Disney then.
They'll just boycott Disney. Well, yeah, it'll be like Jimmy Kimmel, but it'll be a drawing of him in the style of Funko Pops, and he has Mickey Mouse ears.
Yeah.
And they sell it at Disney World.
Yeah, they probably do sell that. And he's saying, "I'm the mascot of an evil corporation."
Haha.
Wasn't that so funny when Bart did that in the Simpsons movie? Wasn't it so not even funny?
When he did what?
He impersonated Mickey Mouse, and he said he's the mascot of an evil corporation.
I don't remember anything about that movie except Bart's penis.
Yeah.
I literally, like, the little window that shows you his penis is the window of my memory into that movie.
Yeah, it just, like, burned that image and nothing else into your mind.
Because it had nothing to do with The
It had
Simpsons.
nothing to do with The Simpsons.
Why was that there?
Bart's penis? Why was that there?
Why is Bart's penis there?
We're finally ready to discuss Bart's penis.
Every time Bart's penis is said in The Simpsons.
But what if his penis gets in the way?
What if his penis gets in the way?
It won't. You don't know that. Yeah, no, I think that joke sucks. It's horrible. It's like the Simpsons movie is a 6 out of 10. It's bad.
Yeah, I would absolutely say that. I watched it one time.
Oh my god, that's really bad.
Yeah, that's bad, right? I didn't even have the inclination to watch it again. People were saying it was good. I remember.
No one's saying it's good now.
No, but I remember, and I'll never forget. People get off the hook way too easy for their bad taste that they try to launder. I
They
fucking
launder
remember.
it.
They launder it. They launder it in the opinions of critics who are also laundering their bad taste for making us forget years later what they liked or didn't like.
Dead. Dead again.
I saw someone say the other day that it's time to have a frank conversation about the excesses of wokeness without being like woke is the mind poison.
Yeah.
Just being like, all right, can we admit some of that sucked? It has come. It's arrived.
The excesses,
Yeah.
you say.
Yeah, and one of them that this person used as an example was the comedy special Nanette. Did you ever see that?
No, what's that?
Nanette, it was like, what's her name? I forget. It's an Australian comedian. It's a Netflix comedy special, it starts out with like pretty typical like stand-up set, and then it goes into like this whole section about how Picasso was a bad person and that you can't square that, and that like Picasso, like I was done with Picasso after I heard he did this. And then the second half of it is just a tirade against everything that pisses her off, and it stops being a comedy show.
Okay.
It's like, every man who's ever an asshole to her, like, played so straight. No jokes. I don't feel like telling jokes anymore because I'm upset about this now. And people were, Hannah Gadsby is her name. High concept. People are calling this a high concept stand-up special. They're praising this so fucking much. And like, I watched it, and that sinking feeling when you get got by some shit like this, where like the first couple of chuckles, you've already been warmed up for it. Your friends liked it. Everyone liked it. And then by like the 20-30 minute mark, I just ceased to laugh and then never laughed again.
Yeah.
And after I watched it, like I like turned to Mike and I was like, all right, I hated that. and just like hated it right away. And then I just like kept my mouth shut for the next few years. This is the first time I'm saying this.
You're finally ready to stand up to the Netflix. It sounds like this woke trash, as you put it, Meredith. Because we can't have a normal conversation. We can only be one extreme or the other. It seems like it has a problem with you, the audience member, right? That's like a lot of woke stuff that's bad. It's like it's got a problem with the audience.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't think the subject matter is not worth talking about or putting into art.
Yeah.
I think the subject matter should be expressed, but there is like this disdainful way that so much of that stuff engages with its audience. And it was impossible to explain that to people because they were so caught up in the idea that like this needs to be said and this person is the one to say it.
Yeah.
And yeah. Another
I'm the only one saying these things.
Yeah, they were all being like that. There was also there was this book called Anti-Racist Baby, which I'm very glad like I became a parent like just after everyone was buying those books for their friends who just had a baby.
Yeah.
Like giving your child a book called Anti-Racist Baby. Like you
Sounds
can
like the name of like a joke song. Anti-Racist Baby. It's like a They Might Be Giant song or something.
Yeah, this book that like this is gotta be the most unread book in history. Just like sitting in people's piles, like piling up at the donation stores. And it's like, look, nobody wants their child to grow up to be a racist. But look at what you're saying when you give somebody that fucking book. When you pressure people into reading that.
That your baby is racist by default.
Yeah.
It's like, you haven't even met a baby, have you? They don't even know shit. They don't even notice that shit.
Oh, fuck. I mean, I just, like, I can't, like, knowing what I know about, like, the children's book market, I cannot pretend that shit isn't just, like, a massive moneymaker. Just, like, making everyone a shitload of money. Yeah, for sale, Anti-Racist Baby, never read.
I don't know who keeps feeding us these, but we are not hiring them. They're just volunteering all these funny quips.
That was it's the ATV. That was thank you.
No! Oh shit, I'm fucked.
Wait, is that the little cutie pie, but he's big now?
The little cute, what, the little ant?
snail, or the ant?
He's just a big ant. That's the regular ant, and he's the Titanic ant.
I see.
He's like one of the fiends from Final Fantasy. He's like a big monster.
Yeah.
What if that was the every single battle theme?
In the whole game. Oh, shit. I started playing Final Fantasy VII with Oscar, and just as I knew I would feel, I am so frustrated with how long it takes to load.
No, that's lame.
It's just like you get into battle and it's like we're still loading, the game's not ready yet.
Still loading. Now you can play your game you bought with your own money. Play your game, play your game, play your game. Play your game while you can.
I just, just saying, in Final Fantasy VI, it's begin.
Begin.
Yeah, exactly. It's so fast.
Yeah, it's like even faster in Final Fantasy 1. Like it's by the first note of the song.
Yeah. You're already making decisions. Yeah, you're right. That one's even faster.
Yeah, it's like you never get too far into the song if you're just like holding. Although you can't really do that if there's multiple enemies. You have to like aim at all of them because it'll say ineffective.
Right.
That was a thing in Earthbound 0 too.
Really?
If you target an enemy that's gone, it'll say ineffective.
How did they not know? How did they not know how to move that? Just move it to a random monster.
Maybe they were being sadistic and wanted it to be that way on purpose.
That's like, what real life model is there for that? Someone falls over and like 2 minutes later you hit where they were?
Well, I wonder if RPGs are supposed to be like a slowed down version of the real battle, which is like, a real battle is over pretty quickly, right?
Right. You're fighting all these guys in like a few seconds.
Battle.
Right. So Gabby says that Nanette is 100% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. That's what I'm fucking talking about.
Oh my god. Yeah, you can't trust that.
Right? Like it would have been fine if like people said that, there were intriguing things about it, but like I didn't laugh at the second half at all, and I don't think that I should be forced to watch something serious if I signed up for a comedy show. And like, it's not even that concept that I hate. It's like you weren't funny enough to drop the comedy. And
yeah,
the
like,
things
who
you're
are
saying.
you? We don't know Netflix.
No, who's Netflix? No,
someone who's here to fuck you up. Your enemy.
Most people did not know Hannah Gadsby, at least not in North America. And it was totally because it was high concept that people were tuning in for it. And the concept for like a comedian who's not that funny and not that poignant, like just not enough of either of those to justify the concept, which is like, if you make somebody uncomfortable in your art, if you give them the Hitler surprise, you gotta make it worthwhile. It's gotta be too gruesome.
Too gruesome.
Yeah.
But I'll do it.
Yeah. It didn't take enough risks. It kind of hid behind a collective outrage that was going on in those years. People were thinking, often for the first time, about the men who had mistreated them and were mad.
Yeah.
And it hit. But I just, terrible period for art that I'm very glad to be exited from.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like hack work. It's not real comedy.
No, but I mean, stand-up comedy, like how many people are actually like good at that anymore?
Well, I guess not that many people. You know, stand-up comedians are kind of scaredy cat now.
Well, I feel like all of the stand-up comedians are either like a little younger and therefore like not fearful.
Yeah.
Or they've been through some shit in their back. Like I just saw John Mulaney last week in Philadelphia, and he still kills. You know, like not everything kills me, but you know, he just started his tour. He was trying out some new bits on us. Not everything hit, but the stuff that hits is still so fucking hilarious in the way that only he can. And you know, in order to get to this point where he is right now, he had to like be everybody's favorite little cutie pie, and then he had to like, you know, blow up his life with drugs and go into rehab, and make everyone hate him because he left his wife. He got a divorce, and had a child and married somebody else very quickly.
Yeah.
And people didn't like that. And it's
didn't like that.
Yeah, didn't like that because he was like this little cutie, good
pie.
boy.
We had an idea of him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was different from our idea of him.
Yeah, and he wore a suit, and he was a nice boy.
He was a nice boy.
He was supposed to marry me, not another woman, in addition to his wife.
He was supposed to divorce me.
Yeah, he'd been a wife guy. They hate that, don't they? They hate when a comedian loves his wife and then gets divorced.
Yeah, they can't stand a wife guy.
They
you know, take pleasure in the dissolution of somebody's love.
Well, you know, he had a terrible addiction, so like that sounds pretty fucking sad to me that he got divorced during those years. I don't know. How can I be like personally disappointed by that? That he was that all that hilarious shit he wrote on coke, like, and I was just laughing with popcorn in my mouth the whole time he was ruining his life. And then he got through that and rebuilt his life, and he's still funny. I think in order to have the courage to say what you really want to say to your audience, you have to have like been disillusioned about that idea that you're anybody's good boy. You have to be like, you know what? None of this shit is coherent at all. Like none of this shit is based on logic or anything I can control. And what I say can't fucking matter as much as people are telling me it matters, because like I need life to be worth living and I need to keep doing the thing that I do. I think, you know, you need to go through that. You need to be canceled in order to like come to grips with that. And like so many people got canceled in that era and became annoying conservatives, and the fact that he didn't and he's still funny is like a real success story to me.
He survived the trial by fire.
Yeah.
Like Louis C.K. He's
Yeah.
still funny. You know, Bill Cosby's not funny.
No.
He really did it. He went to prison. These other fuckers didn't go to prison.
Oh my God, no. When Bill Cosby would go on tour, you know he was just like talking to the audience, right? You know he wasn't telling a single fucking joke.
No, they were like making fun of him. They were like doing impressions of him while he was incoherently rambling.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's so funny. Yeah, I mean, no, absolutely. Bill Cosby did the real thing. Louis C.K. did something that like, there is like a certain percentage of the population who will always find that completely unforgivable.
Yeah.
I think that, you know, I think that a few years of humiliation is fine. Like, I don't think he needs to be punished more.
Right. He's I mean, we already knew he was gross. Like,
yeah,
he's Louis.
Yeah,
he's the guy who eats a pizza in the open egg.
Oh my God. No, I mean, the things he does on that show are so pathetic. They're so pathetic. Like, he really makes himself look like shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's that one where he like follows this black woman home. Do you remember that?
It's been a long time. But
oh my God.
Familiar.
He just like he tries to get her to talk to him, and she's not interested. And he follows her onto the subway, and he tries to talk to her, and she's just like, suck a dick. She doesn't want to talk to him at all. And like, he follows her to her off her train stop and to her apartment, and she's just like, why do you think that you can just have this if you want? Like, the answer is no. Like, fuck you. You can't have this just because you feel like it. And then she goes up into her apartment, and then like another black woman comes out of the apartment, and she likes him, and he fucks her.
Wow.
Like, he's...
This is just like Booster from Mario RPG. he tries to force that girl to fuck him the whole game. And then, hey, a different girl wants to fuck me.
Yeah, pathetic. Like, just like, he's showing such a repulsive version of himself. Like, we knew, right? Look, I don't think... I can't believe I'm talking about this again. Do we need to rehash this again?
I didn't know we ever talked about it.
Oh, maybe not on the show. Okay. All right. So, like, you know, he fucking, like, he likes to masturbate in front of women, and he wasn't totally like he likes to surprise them with it, right? he wants to play a little prank on them.
Yeah.
Which is like fucking pathetic, and like I'm sure very upsetting to all the women that he did it to. And well, maybe not all of them. He probably was quite successful with this one.
I heard that he did it to Sarah Silverman, and she didn't give a shit.
She didn't give a shit.
He was like, "Can I do this?" And she was like, "Sure, whatever."
Well, because she knows how many fucking freaks
Silverman.
are in this.
She's also she's also really like perverted.
Yeah, you just gotta find the right girl.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think like, you know, comedy, if you're a woman in that world, then that you have to have seen some shit, and you have to just like not give a shit. It sounds like a terrible place to be a woman who is vulnerable to that kind of shit.
But that's crazy that like you could just ask Sarah Silverman that and she might say yes.
Yeah.
That's cool.
How lucky he was. But you know, he did it to some women who were not interested and not okay with it and didn't expect it to happen.
Yeah.
But I feel like the entire fallout from that was not that fact, which is what those are the facts of the situation, that he upset some women.
Yeah.
And I feel like he was being asked to account for all the lost careers of the women he did that to.
So yeah, it was more about it was less about the incident and more about some other like very, very long built up resentment.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know if the women themselves were suggesting it when they were telling their stories. Other people were saying that for them, that these women moved on from comedy. They lost their taste for comedy because this guy had them so disillusioned. And like the idea that you're like, you know, sexually harassing people is a separate idea than you are blackmailing people out of a job with your sexual harassment. I feel like those two things need to be examined separately, and like, you know, you need to get to the bottom of which one of those is actually true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think, you know, he obviously owes those women an apology, and I hope they feel like they've gotten that at some point. But like, I don't personally feel like he owes me an apology because I didn't think he was a feminist or somebody I would ever want to like talk about my career with, you know?
Sure, like yeah, like you're not a stand-up, but you're technically a woman comedian, and you've only ever felt like he's brought positive influence to your life and comedy.
Yeah,
He's never held you back with his body.
Prevented me from leaving the hotel room. Yeah. Yeah, he did do that.
How many more years of humiliation? Not that Trump would ever give a shit about Louis.
No. And, you know, Louis, I gotta say, like, I think his comedy since all of that has been just as good as it always was.
Yeah.
I feel like there were a few friends that I couldn't say that to for a while.
Yeah, like, you feel weird thinking that. It's like, you heard what he did, right? It's like, well, yeah. Like, I did,
Yeah, I
actually.
did, and I already had my reaction to that, and I've decided that he's still a very good comedian.
Yeah.
And that I don't need to be like personally affronted by the thing that he did for the rest of my life.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, if you are that way with everything, then you'll miss out on things you really like.
Yeah.
Like, Mike Tyson.
Oh my God. Okay, well, Mike
Minecraft.
Tyson, again, he didn't do what Mike Tyson did.
I mean, what about Bill Cosby? Would you say Bill Cosby is worth checking out still?
His show? No.
It was only worth checking out when we didn't know he was a rapist.
Yes. Yes.
Why?
Because he presented himself as, like, the comedian version of a father.
Yeah.
He was so emblematically the father in his comedy.
Right.
And you just cannot go back to knowing that he was evil.
Yeah, you can't really look at it the same way. I mean, the Cosby Show is like an iteration on a formula, one that gets replaced every few years with a different show. So even if it was a good show, I feel like no one's watching it now because there's other good shows to watch.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, are people still watching Roseanne? I think they are.
Maybe, yeah, they probably are,
Yeah.
but not Cosby.
Not Cosby? I mean, I don't think
Nobody
so.
wants values from that.
No.
I feel like if it was just a funny show, it'd be different.
You're right. It's a comedy show with hugging and learning.
Hugging and learning.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, I'll watch Seinfeld, even though I don't like him.
No, he's a
good show.
He's a loathsome Zionist. I watch his show for the rest of my life.
Oh, fuck. I'll watch that show for the rest of my life because, I mean, that's actually worth watching. It's good on purpose. It's made forever.
Yeah.
Cosby Show is also made forever, but it's still got less of a lasting effect, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's just a show about hugging and learning. It doesn't
Hugging
have
and
anything
learning.
really funny to say.
Yeah, it's just like, well, yeah, it really just comes down to like Cosby's presence, where you're just like, this guy means so much to me because X, Y, and Z. And I love seeing him on TV. I love hearing the way he reacts to things. And I love like how his philosophy comes through in his work.
Thank you, everyone. I did it. I actually fucking beat him.
Oh, wow. You've been trying to get past this part this whole time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Saw a vision of a puppy.
Cute.
Cute.
Yeah, no, I think there's something to that where it's just like, if your opinion of the comedian is inseparable. I mean, maybe that's why I haven't like watched Louis anymore, but I watch his stand-up still.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like if I went back to his show, I would feel like he was being a little self-righteous.
Oh yeah.
Considering that like morals just don't matter with Louis.
Yeah.
Right? That he's just a troll. He's just like an ogre of a guy. Yeah, I haven't watched Louis. I think that might be why. It's probably still pretty funny, but I feel like all of the emotional stuff in that show would hit differently.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, fuck off, about more of it. The hugging and learning in Louis would be intolerable
Hugging and
now.
learning would, it'd be hard to swallow from somebody that you now think of as like, you know, he does stuff that's like non-consensual or like Well, was it non-consensual, or did he ask first?
Well, I'm pretty sure the way it went was that he had like some women in a hotel room. This happened a couple times, I guess, and you know, he would have a woman in the hotel room, and he would ask if he could do it, and supposedly the times when it went wrong was that the woman was like, yeah, sure, but didn't think he was actually going to do it. They thought he was fucking with them. Yeah. Yeah. And
so like it's like a shock when you see he's serious. It's like he's playing a prank on you.
Yeah.
And getting your consent. It's like a little shady.
Yeah.
Of him to ask that way.
Yeah, because
and then just start doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Where like, yeah, he technically did ask for consent, but like there are plenty of people being accused of horrible things that technically asked for consent, but you know, it was too coercive. They were in a situation where
if it was like a situation with like the other comedians' careers, then yeah, it would feel coercive, like he's taking them there to abuse them.
Right, but he like, I don't know, he took them up to his hotel room. Like, if you go up to somebody's hotel room, you're like kind of like, what's gonna happen, right?
There is an implication. It's, you know, it's not like totally innocent. Like you could be going up there to have a drink or something else.
You expect him to be a gentleman about it, but something might happen, right?
Well, I don't know if that's like what he was implying by inviting them up there.
No, I just think that like their expectations could have been in that kind of like, will we, won't we zone.
Yeah.
And they maybe were starting to feel comfortable that it wasn't going to happen. And then he pulled that out and surprised them.
He pulled his dick out?
Yeah, he pulled that out and just started very seriously masturbating. And then like they probably saw him with his dick in his hand and for a second still thought it was a joke.
Like he's holding a hot dog.
Yeah, or he's just waving his dick around. He's not actually like enjoying this. He's just doing it for fun. But he's like totally turned on. And then the women are like, "Oh fuck!" And you know, if you want to like act like Louis is the character he plays, you know, you can imagine a situation where he'd be like, "Oh no," and like try to explain himself and block them from leaving while he tries to explain himself. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if this is true. This may just be like, you know, a sympathetic reading of it all.
The thing is, you still think he's funny, and if he wasn't funny anymore, that would be like the red hands, right? That would be him caught red-handed.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't buy it because he's still funny. It's like you can't just like Space Jam basketball someone else's humor talent from them and be an asshole person.
Yeah.
You know, you can have writers like Jimmy Kimmel, but you're still not funny.
Yeah, and there are so few people that are funny. Maybe that's why Louis gets a pass from me, because there's just so few people that have that talent.
If he really did that, he actually suffered from it. If he's still funny, he's probably using it the experience to help with his comedy, because now it's his experience.
Oh yeah, well he made a lot of comedy around it. You know, he added it to his stand-up routine. He talked about it quite a bit.
Yeah.
And it's all funny. Though what he says is all funny.
Yeah.
And it doesn't turn a target at anyone but himself. And you know, he doesn't make anybody else out to be the bad guy. It's his own world it's his own bed that he made for himself.
Yeah.
And he makes jokes out of it. And I think he processes it in a way that I think is like compelling and funny.
Yeah, well, that's what you're supposed to do. You know, you don't go on Fox News to complain about being censored when somebody hides your comment on their Facebook video of their family. Like, you go on Sirius XM and you start saying the F word.
That's what Howard did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you evolve. You get even better. You know, George W. Bush, because of fucking Janet's boob, they had to like tone everything down in all media. It was like a way to, you probably remember how like a lot of stuff was getting censored back then because of like insensitivity. Like, Dynamo was censored because they show a city getting destroyed.
Oh yeah. No, the early 2000s was a very censored time.
Yeah.
Janet's boob, what year was that?
2004.
Oh my God. Those were terrible years. I mean,
Yeah.
I think like people think that this is unprecedented, and in some ways it is. But like, this is the reason that the Daily Show used to be edgy, people. If you don't remember, if you've just seen it and it looks like this, well, you haven't seen it because that's already been over for years. But like basic ass like lib politics as like a news comedy show used to hit really hard in the Bush days.
Yeah.
Because you were just hearing fucking lies and propaganda all day long while they fucked with the world. You felt crazy all the time. Bush was so fucking dumb, and his people were so fucking evil.
Yeah, he was really stupid, and it was very frustrating that he was president.
They went into Iraq. So, for those who are too young to remember, America was attacked in 2001 by Afghani terrorists, an Afghani freedom rebel group. Small organization. And anyway, we invaded Iraq because of that, we said. Because of that. Not authorized by a single voting American. One of the biggest anti-war movements in American history over that war. They invaded without permission. And we just had to like live with that shit every day. Every day. Those are balls. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a lot of great shows that made fun of the Bushes, said that they fuck each other, turned them into characters like Job and Lucille.
Yep. Yes. This is the... Oh my God. Job and Lucille. The Bushes... Yeah, the Bushes like to fuck each other. The fucking Bushes, like... They fucking... Lost my train of thought. But yeah, they made up a story about weapons of mass destruction. And they said that Iraq has weapons of mass destruction. And they pivoted from what Osama bin Laden had done, which was get a small group of guys to hijack 3 airplanes and fly them into American monuments. They pivoted to the idea that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction, and they invaded Iraq, and even conservative estimates put the deaths from that war in the hundreds of thousands. And we were all just like living through that, and the fucking crying eagle and the fucking flag waving for 8 years. So, I mean, I'm not saying that the Trump years don't fucking suck, but so quickly we forget that we would even be willing to forgive George W. Bush for that time. We'd be willing to forgive his entire cabinet.
Yeah, and like forget about evil people like Dick Cheney and Karl Rove and Bill O'Reilly.
They write opinion pieces all the time that are taken very seriously. Dick Cheney's daughter is a prominent part of American politics.
Oh my God, you can't watch that fucking show with her on it.
Oh my God. I just like all of these people should have been fucking tried in the hog. Like it is just like.
Yeah, they are hogs. I'm lost.
Boing, 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 boing. Is Dick Cheney's daughter the lesbian? I don't know if she's the lesbian. She's a lesbian. She's a lesbian.
She's 2 lesbians.
Yeah. She's those lesbians.
I mean, if you were Dick Cheney's daughter, you'd be everything.
Yeah. You'd be everything. Well, she's annoying. We have to hear about her. We have to hear Democrats defend her. Right. No, it was significant that Cheney's daughter was gay because at the time gay marriage was illegal, and Bush was constantly making speeches about the sanctity of marriage between a man and a woman.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't fucking save.
Shit.
Or wait, no, I did. I saved at the drugstore.
Oh my God, how fucking often we would have to hear about marriage is between a man and a woman.
Yeah. Yeah, that's stupid shit.
All that stupid shit.
It's all just forgotten about because, you know, they decided that gay marriage was legal.
But like shit's sliding back now. You know, like now there's all kinds of restrictions through like the payment processors about what you can sell. And that, you know, that targets gay content first. Yeah. Did you get arrested?
Yeah, a friend of mine made a gay zine where, you know, it was like, you know, two gay wolfmen on a cover being gay.
Yeah.
And like, because of one country that had a restriction on it, I'll let you guess which country.
Brazil.
Germany.
Germany?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I think it was Germany that had a problem. So my friend had to change one detail in the art. He made it so the wolf dude was wearing shorts instead of just like nude, I guess.
They have restrictions on sexual content?
I think so. Or
really?
at least he read that and it was enough to make him change the cover.
Interesting.
And it wasn't a big change, but I feel sad whenever someone has to make a change because of something like that.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think that's happening. It's happening more and more.
It's so sad. It's like gay Trump is like so sad they had to put pants on that wolf. Look what they did to free speech. Germany.
But like, I mean, we see, you know, we see that free speech is no longer or never was a priority. Like, the last few weeks have been like this sustained attempt to fire people who said bye bitch to the Nazi.
Well, they can't fire me. Well, they can fire at me.
Yeah, they can fire at you. But like, yeah, quite a few people lost their jobs over that or had their projects canceled. Brazil has no power to make such demands. What about Russia? How's Russia on the sexually explicit content?
I think Russia has no problem with gay furry stuff. I think they're all over that stuff.
They're all over it. I mean, you know, they have long, cold winters. They need to be okay with gay furry stuff.
Yeah, they need to cuddle up with a big bear. A real one.
A real bear, yeah.
Tame bear.
Gay or not, they need a bear. Tick, 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 tick.
Yeah, I'm sure there's bear YouTubers, like, you know, I follow a couple of YouTubers that have big cats. They're Russian, obviously.
Cute. Yeah, they love big cats there. They have, like, cats that you would find in the forest there.
You need to be a certain amount of Russian to have a cat like that.
Right, like one of those cats that's like 60% larger than a regular house cat.
Oh my god. Cats? Those cats look so much fun. I would love to have a big cat, like a tiger.
I mean, they're probably no different behaviorally. Like if you raise them from kittens to see you as part of them, like one of them, then they're the same.
They are the same. It's just that they're gigantic, so they're strong.
They could kill you by accident.
Yeah, they could hurt you because they're big, but
Yeah.
they're so cute.
They're so cute.
They're just like kittens. They're adorable. And there's this one named Messi. He's a puma, and he's like a kind of a scaredy cat.
Yeah.
They also have a cheetah, and the cheetah is kind of the dominant one.
Yeah.
So like he looks fearsome, but then you see him compared to like what an actually like sort of threatening big cat
He takes his place in the pack. Like if he sees you as part of the pack, then he takes his place.
Well,
right?
they have different places. Like he's allowed indoors, and she has to live outside. So it's a little different for her.
Right.
Oh my God, he's such a cuddly cat. He sleeps in bed with them.
Oh my God, like
So cute.
a large cat.
Yeah, it's like a cat the size of a dog, like a medium-sized dog.
My cat scared the shit out of me today. I opened a drawer full of like all of my bread making ingredients. I was making challah for Rosh Hashanah. Yum. It came out pretty nice.
It was really good.
Pretty gourmet.
Yeah.
But I had the bread flour stuff all open, and Louise, my cat, crawled into the drawer, and thank goodness Oscar saw her do that.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna slam that thing shut very soon, and he's like, Louise went in there, and then he was about to close it, and I was like, don't close it, and then we just hear, meow.
Oh no.
And I looked in there, and there was nowhere she could be. There were 6 walls, top and bottom, all closed off. Where could she be? So I sent Oscar upstairs to get Mike, and Oscar ran up here and was like, it's an emergency. Louise is stuck in the drawer. Mike came down, and he wasn't scared at all.
Yeah.
He wasn't nervous at all. And he looked in there. He didn't see her either. He looked in a few other places, didn't see her. And then she just popped her head out of there, the place we'd been looking. We don't know how or where she was.
That's so great to see her again after that.
I know. I was so scared.
Love that cat. So sweet. I that's good that Mike didn't panic. He's the one who's had cats this whole time.
Yeah.
My cat would do that exact thing. He would go into the cabinet for fun. He'd open the cabinet and he would go in. Your cat doesn't open the cabinet. It just goes in if it's open already.
Yeah, so we can prevent this from happening again. I'm very scared of it happening again now.
Yeah. Well, where was she? Just in the space between the floor and the bottom of the cabinet?
I think so, which would be like less than 3 inches.
It was a liquid state.
Yeah, I don't know what she was doing down there. Oh, Louise. Almost lost her.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, you would have taken the kitchen apart to get to her.
Oh. Right, she's just in there. I'm like, well, I can't get her out.
Yeah.
But I was just afraid I was going to close something and it would be the place where she was, you know?
I mean, I don't think you'd kill her or anything.
She'd be like, yeah! And then we'd panic not knowing where she was.
Oh. And you open it and it like makes her screech again. Oh no!
No! Yeah, right? I'm having like a
Bugs
horror
Bunny.
flash of that right now.
She's like behind you.
Oh! Oh!
Agony.
Oh! Holy shit. Yeah, and she's behind me making the noises.
Yeah.
This ought to get me the Academy Award.
She is a Chuck Jones character. She's just so sweet and like vulnerable. She's like the sweetest little thing. She's just like Charlie Dog, like, yeah, I can sleep in a sleeping bag.
I could be a dog.
Be a kitty cat. I can sleep in your bed. I can sleep on top of you and have some of your dinner.
Yeah, you're right. She's got the Charlie Dog energy. What a little freak she is. Perfect little cat. I love this room and this music.
Yeah, this is great.
We got about 15 minutes left. Any other subjects you wanted to get to?
Yeah, I wrote a whole bunch of them down. What should we talk about? Let's see, Disney movies that you'll put on a thumb drive and stick up your ass when we get forced into space. Talk about Doug, the show, not the guy.
Uh-huh.
We talk about Quentin Tarantino feet. We can talk about Jerry's Game by Pixar. We talk about Dumbo, whose own work hates him because it's Dumbo. I don't know. I have lots of things I wanted to talk about.
Okay. Let's see.
You don't have to tell anyone that your game is Gauntlet inspired. Everyone who already knows, and everyone who doesn't know doesn't care.
Doesn't need to know.
Yeah, they don't need to know.
The less you explain about a game in advance, the better. Whatever you can avoid explaining in advance is another Hitler surprise that you can give to your audience.
It's like, oh, so it's like Gauntlet? No response. Like, that's what you should do. Well, I think the thing is, you want them saying it, not you.
Yeah, exactly. If they recognize it, you can be like, yes, and I love Gauntlet. And then you had that connection. All right, great.
Well, yeah, I mean, for all we know, Gauntlet could be based on a game from the 60s that was made before video games existed. That was like the same thing without graphics.
Yeah. Aw. LARPing.
That's true, yeah. It might have been based on LARPing, which was probably all the rage before video games.
I mean, isn't LARPing like kind of an extension of Dungeons and Dragons? I mean, LARPing is just made formal playing pretend, right? LARPing is just a formal version of want to play Ninja Turtles and like I'm Leonardo.
The Civil War.
Yeah.
It's playing pretend.
But it's formal, so it's for adults.
It's grown-up fun for adults.
Grown-up pretend.
Grown-up pretend, yeah.
Playing pretend, playing toys when you're an adult. So, I mean, you know. The formal system it's given is like kind of it's kind of just an excuse for fun. It's just another entryway into fun.
Interesting.
Or, you know, you're an adult, you've got a busy life, you need things to be instantly fun and interesting.
Fun.
Yeah, exactly. You need structured fun.
Some sort of rules.
Yeah.
Like, you know, adult fun has rules. It's not just playing toys where you get to make it up while you're doing it.
Yeah. Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I'm Goku and I have all the powers. Well, I'm Piccolo and I have more powers. Okay, well, I'm Super Goku. Like, you know, it's just like making it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Playing pretend with no structure.
Trying to be stronger than the other person. It's like, yeah, that's the whole game, isn't it? That's like the premise of every shonen anime. It's just like two guys fighting. They're just like staring at each other. It's like, no, I'm stronger now. And it's like, unbelievable. You can't be stronger.
Yeah, just playing pretend that you're strong together. Well, yeah, I used to play Ninja Turtles in the schoolyard. That was like me and two or three other boys would play Ninja Turtles in the schoolyard. And, you know, you could just get going with that game. Like, you know, like who's who? I'm Leonardo, you're Donatello, you're Raphael, you're Michelangelo. And then you just start fighting Shredder.
Yeah, you just play. And, yeah, like, you know, as long as you don't, like, argue over who's who.
I mean, that does happen.
Yeah.
It's part of the experience. But, for the most part, you know, once everything's agreed on, it's a you know, if they're your good buddies that you like to play pretend with, then everyone will kind of yes-end each other for a while.
You know, I just remembered a few weeks ago I had an argument with a friend over which one of us is Daffy. It's like we're in our 30s, like we're arguing. I'm Daffy. No, I'm Daffy. It's like my icon's been Daffy for like 10 years.
Oh my God.
I'm so fucking. It's like I think the problem is. I know my friend is right. My friend is Daffy. Like, my friend is so Daffy. But, like, I didn't want to relinquish me being Daffy either.
Because you felt so strongly connected. Well, you're different Daffies though. At any given time, right now you're Cowboy Daffy, but
Right.
for a long time you were Boxing Daffy.
Boxing Daffy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was pissed off little guy.
Pissed off little guy, but that's not really him in that Porky Pig cartoon at all.
These are different directors. That
Yep.
one was Frizz Freeling,
Right.
the one with the Cowboy Daffy.
I'm a cowboy, yes sir I am. Yes sir I am a cowboy, yes sir I
That
am.
will never
I'm a
stop being funny.
Oh my god.
I'm a cowboy, yes sir I am. Yes sir I am a cowboy. Yee!
Pop. God, it is just so funny. It is just so funny that that Porky Pig started out as like the star to be, and they just just treated him like the little piggy he is after that. They're just like, whatever freaky idea we have about what to do with you, our little flesh-colored naked one, we're gonna do that with you, you little piggy. Like, just make him the butt of every joke.
Well, I just remembered, they made a cartoon still in the black and white era about Porky Pig leaving the studio and then coming back, based on the real story of Frizz Freeling leaving and coming back.
Ah.
So they animated Porky coming back to grovel and beg for his job back.
Oh my god.
And I guess after that they made him a sidekick and ruined his life to make fun of him.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
And also got some of his best work out of it that way.
Oh my god. So wait, was Porky just was there a time where Porky was not really used?
Well, he wasn't really anything but Daffy's sidekick after that, right?
Right, because Chuck Jones started doing more Porky cartoons.
Yeah, I love the one with Charlie Dog and Porky. He's like a farmer, and
Yes.
Charlie Dog wants to be his dog.
Yeah.
And he's like, I want to be a dog. I need you. I need to be a master. Like, he wants Porky to be his master, and Porky hates his guts. He just keeps trying to kill him, and he keeps at different parts of the cartoon promising to do something for Charlie, and he falls for it, and then he gets rid of Charlie, and then Charlie comes back. So this happens 3 times, and then the cartoon's over.
Yeah.
I love it. It's called Orphan and Orphan. It's one of my favorites.
I should check it out. It's been a long time.
There's a part that's so fucking funny where he's about to throw Charlie out of the farm, and a guy a humane society guy is parked across the street in a car, is just tapping his fingers, and Porky just puts on a nice now face.
I mean, my favorite Porky Pig cartoon is probably the one where he hires those 2 roosters to sing on his farm. That is such a funny, there's so many specific hilarious gags in that one, and then there's such a big fuck you Porky at the end of that cartoon.
Yeah, Porky really deserves cartoons like that, where he lays eggs at the end.
Where he is completely taken off guard by the crooner hens, and he's so seduced by them that he himself lays 1,000 eggs. He rises up off the ground with the eggs coming out of his ass.
Yeah, proving that it had nothing to do with chickens.
It had nothing to do with chickens. They just make people lay eggs.
Oh my god. No, the game is hard
Oh
now.
yeah, this part of the game is so goddamn hard. This music is hard.
This music is hard. It is. David Wise.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of great music in this game. It's atmospheric. It gets stuck in your head for the rest of your life.
Yep.
And
oh yeah.
I don't know. I was thinking about how are you supposed to repay people like that.
Who've done this for you?
You have to pay it forward. You have to get something stuck in someone else's head for the rest of your life.
I think you're right. I think that might be the only way that you can ever pay it forward.
Well, you can pay it back. You know, like if J.K. Rowling was mad at me for not writing 7 fantasy novels in return, then I'm probably not going to do that. But, you know, maybe someone else will be saying funny made-up words that I make up, like Humplegrump or Stupelwaz.
Yes, and they'll write something that finally replaces Harry Potter.
Well, I think it's everyone, you're entitled to like Harry Potter. I think I'm entitled to like it for that reason, which I also feel entitled to do things like that, to come up with funny words that sound kind of like Harry Potter words. Everyone's entitled to do that. That's your right.
Yes.
If you have a natural inclination for it like I do, then yeah, of course you should do that. And not even feel weird about being compared to Harry Potter, which was something we all loved.
Right.
Well, otherwise you're just letting her keep it.
Right. Then she's using it. She's using it to like enact evil laws.
Yeah. She's using witch to be bitch.
Yeah. Like she's not even passing it on to her family. She's spending it now on evil stuff. She's using his witch to be bitch.
It's the bitching hour.
Indeed.
But I'll forgive Harry Potter even if I can't forgive her. Because first couple of books were pretty good.
Yeah, but like. Yeah, it just gets so bloated by the end.
It does. Yeah. It's asking too much from you now.
Yeah.
And now that's all she is asking way too much from you.
Yeah.
It's like, can I have your soul?
Yeah, that's what it feels like lately. Like if you'd like to keep enjoying this thing I wrote, I kind of need your soul now.
Yeah, you have to agree with me on things. Things that sound wrong.
Things that sound like crazy billionaire beliefs.
Yeah, that like you could never even actually believe unless you were a billionaire or someone who like believed they could become one.
Yeah, yeah. Only the most evil and delusional people believe it.
Yeah. Fuckerdom. That is a big problem, isn't it? People sucking up to millionaires and billionaires. These fucking idiots who figured out how to use Twitter.
Wait, you mean the people sucking up or the millionaires and billionaires?
I just mean the millionaires on Twitter.
Oh, yeah. Well, the ones who are just like, I've talked about this before, like how I think it's like the most fucking greedy thing to be like super rich and want people on social media to like you.
Yeah, that's so pathetic.
Like, can't you just like can't you just enjoy your rich life? Like it makes us hate you so much more that you are totally ungrateful for the blessing you've been given. And it's not enough. You need people to like you too.
Yeah, like you can't just pay your taxes. You have to do a live stream about how you're human.
They also don't want to pay their taxes.
But like, the way they like try to relate to us is like it's weird. It's like you don't relate to us because you hoard too much wealth.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could relate to us. You have the power to give away your wealth and come down to the rest of us.
Or even just
walk
like
down the street.
Or even just like not need to accumulate more. Like your entire life is structured around a need to keep accumulating wealth. Right.
It's like you never just like start giving it away or like, throwing it at things until you have none left.
Well, there's a certain point where like you would never ever be able to spend all of that money. in like your lifetime or your children's lifetime or your grandchildren's lifetime.
Right.
It is impossible that you'll spend that money. Just like you can't Brewster's Millions this money away. And so why do you have new shit? You already have $1 billion. Why do you need there to be a new Harry Potter thing?
Oh my god. Every time a new Harry Potter thing comes out, it's like vomit and diarrhea.
Yeah.
It's like reminiscent of Harry Potter that was eaten and digested. It's like, enough already. It was supposed to be done. You promised it was over.
Yeah. Yeah, you promised it was over. That's why you wrote an epilogue that fast forwarded for years and nothing of note had happened in that time.
Yeah, exactly.
You did that on
right.
purpose, you dumb bitch.
Well, she just like goes back in time to do like wizard prehistory, but it's all just like fan fiction. It doesn't feel like anything real.
Well, we all should have known what was up when she said Dumbledore is gay. Dumbledore is gay is the greatest high that she ever got. She has been chasing the dragon ever since she said Dumbledore is gay, and everyone loved her for it.
Yeah, they really liked that.
She's like, you mean I don't have to write another book? I can just say something online?
Yeah, this is my work now.
That became her work.
It became her writings.
And the writing would just get milked by other people. She didn't have to work for that.
She didn't have to come up with Grumpeldorf and Fuckelstein.
No.
It's just like that Netflix thing you were talking about. It was a bait and switch.
Yeah, but bait and switch. Here's 15 years of time to adore Harry Potter, and then look at it like it's like it's got shit smeared over it for the rest of your life.
Well, you know, like those funny words I described, fantasy is also your heritage, and you have every right to do your own version of it. Yeah, she doesn't own that.
No. That is true. I mean, you know, then you would think something would have replaced Harry Potter by now.
Well, didn't it?
No. I don't think
I guess not to that extent, but like Harry Potter is a unique work. Nothing is ever going to replace it.
No.
You could just, you know, maybe if you talk about book series that kids will actually read, like Harry Potter.
Right. Well, book series that kids will read, I'm not really attuned into prose books yet. I must admit, my son is just getting old enough that he's going to be introduced to all of the contemporary prose books for kids. But in the comics world, the big hot shit of the last 10 years has been first Captain Underpants and then Dogman.
Yeah.
And
I read some of Dogman. I can tell why it's a big deal.
Yeah. Dogman is a very, very big deal. And the thing is, it just doesn't have anybody in the critical realm taking it seriously. In the literary realm, there is absolutely no one who is taking it seriously, which is how it differs from Harry Potter. Harry Potter had the critical mass of children and adults who would be caught dead reading it. No one has recreated that.
Yeah.
Nobody's reviewing Dogman in the New York Times, you know?
Yeah.
They don't take it seriously.
That was something else. Like Daffy Duck says, yeah, that's something else again.
That's a horse of another color.
A horse of another color.
We should wrap it up. Wait, shit, what were we saying? Oh, yeah.
The Wizard of Oz was the United States version of fascism. It was Leni Riefenstahl style if she was nice now. Just wanted to get that in. Sorry, what were you gonna say? Whatever I'm saying it was a spectacle. It was gigantic. It was what we were up to at the same time as the Nazis' propaganda films.
Absolutely, yeah.
They built all this weird, cool shit that's kind of reminiscent of Italian futurist fascism art.
It's about like a sweet Aryan girl whose dog attacked this woman. This woman with a long nose, by the way.
A witch.
Who's green, and she comes over to the house and she uses all of her legal rights to try and get rid of that dog who is a threat to her garden and to what Dorothy describes as her nasty old cat. Like, we don't get any, like, the cat gets no justice at all. She's just trying to get justice for her leg. She says her leg still hurts when she was bitten by the dog. She uses the law to get what she needs, and then ultimately, Dorothy crushes her with the weight of her house. Like, she kills her. She's like, oops, by accident. And then her sister, who's more of a big-nosed green woman than she is like, what the fuck did you do to my sister? And now she wants revenge. Seems pretty justifiable to me.
Seems like a nice lady to me. I trust her. I don't like that little dog.
I love this. I love this. That, like, oh yeah, and then John Mulaney would agree with you. Something he said in his routine was, I put on the Wizard of Oz for my kid because I was like, there's a lesson at the end. You'll learn from it. No, it turns out there's no lesson. You were just passed out. That's the end of the movie.
There's no lesson. Everyone's unhelpful. Just, I don't know, just wake up. Just wake up from this nightmare of life. That's the lesson.
Yeah, the nightmare of life, which, like, was beautiful and you wanted to leave from the second you got there.
Oh my god.
Should we end it there?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, let's go to bed. Thanks for watching, everybody.